Hello everybody, welcome to my craft orchard. So today I'm going to do some junk journaling, and this is a beginner's guide junk journal January that Meg from Megjournals is running, and she has actually put out a prompt list for you to take a prompt every day and then to decorate your journal. But before that, I thought we'd make one. So in this video, I'm going to have a look at what is it that you need to create your own junk journal. So what is a junk journal? Traditionally, a junk journal is you take mail that's come through them that you don't want, that you would put in the bin, packaging, that sort of thing, like paper bags, etc. That would go in the bin, but instead you make them into a journal and you use them for recording memories or writing out various things, lists and things. I am not a traditionalist in that respect because I like to write in my journals and I like to be able to put my own sort of decoration on things. So I tend to have a mixture of plain paper and pretty paper. So let's have a look at what it is we need first of all. So tools, very basic, pair of scissors, some bulldog clips of I use this size, but you can use bigger ones, a tailor's awl if you have one. If you don't have a tailor's awl, then you can use a knitting needle or a very large needle itself, or a kilt pin or a large safety pin, something like that. It's what you're doing is you're poking holes into paper, so you need a tool that will poke holes into a piece of paper, basically. I also use linen thread to sew my journals together. You can use staples. Sorry, I'm just getting out of here. So I use linen thread to sew them together. You can use staples, you can glue them. I wouldn't recommend gluing, I have to say, but that's what I use. So I sew them together with that. Now let's have a look at the paper itself, shall we? The rule of the paper is there is no rule. It's as simple as that. I have a piece of scrapbooking paper that I was thinking of using as a cover, and you can use a greeting card, you could use, as long as it's a bit thicker, you could use anything as a cover. I actually have a paper bag from the clothing store, and this says it makes great gift wrapping paper. Well, actually it'll make a great cover for a junk journal or a page in a junk journal, anything like that. Okay, the next thing I have is coffee stained paper. I am going to show you how to make coffee stained paper, but listen to that. Oh, it's amazing, the colour. And this is just normal copy of paper from out of my printer that I've put into leftover coffee out of my coffee pot for a few hours. Then I've left it to dry, I've put it under something heavy like a book or a journal or something in my bookcase, and I've got a load of nice plain paper. I have a paper bag, another piece of plain paper, a weekly planner. I have an envelope, some bits of card or bits of paper. I've then had a look through my Daphne's diaries, and I've sort of pulled out some pages of images that I like, that I'm not quite sure how I'm going to use, but I like them. So I thought that would be a great way of decorating and putting some extra pages in. I have, now my sister bought me these for Christmas. Let me just move that so you can see what I've got. This is what they call ephemera. And there's like a glycine bag. I'm not sure if I've said that right. Stickers, cards, little, you know, cut out bits of paper, tags, cards with lace on and things like that. So I'm sort of going to go down this sort of lacy sort of theme with the blues and the browns and the, you know, that sort of theme. I'm going to, because I've had these for Christmas, I thought, oh, I'll use those because that's a nice theme to go down. You don't have to go down a theme, you can just use what you've got. You can cut stuff out of magazines, use the stickers, the washi tape that you've already got at home, anything goes. What I've also got, and I've actually marked the page of one that I want to use. This is a page that my son painted. And obviously I folded it and put it into a journal at some point as a pocket or something. But I thought, you know what, I could use that because I quite like the holes and things. I might be able to like use it as a pocket or something. I'll find a use for that. And the other thing is I have an old book. As you can see, it was £2.99. I've had this for probably, I don't know, 20 years, something like that. It doesn't owe me a thing. And I found this image here out of it. And all I'm going to do, because it's an old book, because I've dedicated this book for my junk journaling, okay, it was originally going to go to the charity shop, and I quite like, you know, the images and here the herbs, some of the descriptions, you know, I mean, look at that, that's absolutely fabulous. The fact there's writing on things. I've actually dedicated this to junk journaling, so it's not like I'm just ripping a page out of a book. This is dedicated for this, and all I'm going to do is I am literally going to rip the page out of the book like that. Okay, so there's another page. The next thing you need to decide is what size are you going to make. So I've got my coffee stain paper, I've got some different pages that I like the look of. What size am I going to make? So because I've tea stained A5, and A5 is one of my favourite sizes, I'm probably going to make them A5. So all I would do is just fold these pages in half. Like that. If you wanted to make a smaller one, to make a pocket, you would just then fold that in. You'd cut that in half and just fold it, so you could make one that size, which is a pocket size. So if you wanted to, you could go the full hog and have a full or letter size. It's totally up to you. What I would say is, if it's your first go at junk journaling or this sort of craft, I would go I wouldn't go any larger than A5, maybe even try sort of a pocket size, which is that size. And if you don't have a lot of magazines or paper or things like that, again, this size is good because you don't need a lot of stuff. I personally am going to make mine A5. 2 reasons: I use A5 a lot, and B, it's a good size to actually show you on video how to make. Okay, so that's it for what you need. Have a think about, go and have a look in your stash, go and grab all of your bits and pieces and all of those sort of things, and I'll see you in the next video of how we're going to put this together to make it into a journal. I'll see you soon. Bye.